Let's make a porno.
Yeah!
No. Hey guys, welcome back to another reaction video with me, Chels, and this one. Today it's time for some more Bill Burr. I love our little Bill Burr community. Everyone's pressing more Bill Burr, more Bill Burr.
I love this dude. This dude's epic.
He will now be referred to as not Bill Burr, but Bill Burr Big Balls. That is now his name that we should refer to him as because he has big balls. Clearly.
Surely it would be in brackets in the middle. Like, Bill Big Balls Burr. Like, you know what I mean? Surely you'd have to have it in brackets in the middle of the name.
Yeah.
Same as Bill Murray.
Big fucking nose.
Exactly. In brackets in the middle of the names.
Yeah. Bill Big Balls Burr. That's what you should have on his grave. When he goes, that's what you should have on his gravestone.
Nah, just a big gravestone in the shape of a pair of balls.
Okay, we just completely gone off topic now.
That's your fault.
About balls.
She's gonna look at me like it's my fault.
Right guys, this is Bill Burr. Destroyed Steve Jobs.
I hope he used lube.
Actually, Nerd Jesus died in the last year, right? Steve Jobs. Yeah, he died, right? I know, a lot of nerds here tonight. I know, you're sad. I didn't get it. I didn't get the big deal they made about that guy. When he died, they were like, he changed the world. That was insane. He changed the world. The world was one way, and then Steve Jobs came, and it was another. What did he do? Somebody, for the love of God, what the fuck did that guy do? What did he do? He told other people what to invent? I want my entire music collection in that phone. Get on it! Right? And then these poor, nameless, faceless scientists gotta go in a back room and figure it out. How the fuck are we gonna get all of this into this? I mean, what year does this guy think this is? This is crazy. This is like Buck Rogers. Dude, my kid has a birthday in like 11 months. Steve Jobs just walking by. I don't hear any thinking going on in there. Just strutting around the office, eating some pretentious fruit like a pear. Right? Just throwing out ideas. There's another one. There's another one I just came up with on the way to work. I was reading a magazine the other day, turning pages, you know? I like to turn pages on a screen that aren't even there. Yeah, wrap your fucking heads around that, guys! See you in 8 years. Where you going, Michael? Big, little, get on it! Right? And all these people slave away to make his vision come true. And then they have the big nerd fest, right? Down there, Comic-Con, and all their nerd mecca. They're all showing up with their Acne and their Hulk shirts, limping into the arena, right? Does Steve Jobs go out with a whole chorus line of scientists? No, he goes out there by himself. Sneakers and no belt, like it was no biggie, right? like he's Tesla. Tapping into the atmosphere. I know, this is always uncomfortable. I know, you bought into it, right? That whole advertising, the way they aligned themselves with some of the greatest people of all time. Jesus, Gandhi, me. Remember that? Muhammad Ali, John Lennon, this guy. How the fuck was that dude like any of them? Gandhi didn't have a sweatshop. Nah, he didn't have people leaping to their deaths only to catch a net and get ricocheted back through the window to have to put together yet another iPad. John Lennon didn't have children in his basement pressing those fucking albums. I know. New phone can't fit the old charger. This is your hero? This is the guy? This is what all the silence is about? New phone can't fit the old charger, so then you gotta throw it out, ends up in the ocean around some octopus's neck. Do you realize how much sea life is ecstatic that that man is no longer walking the earth? That's where it all ends up, you know. Doesn't go in a landfill, ends up in the ocean. You realize that? I hate people who say I don't pollute. I don't pollute. Yeah, you do. You use shit and you throw it out. Well, you think because you put it in like a basket, it just poof, disappears? Everything you ever used is somewhere. You ever think about that? Remember that flannel shirt you bought back in the day when you got into Pearl Jam? That's out there somewhere. Probably on some porpoise's face. He's trying to get it off. Stupid little flippers. All the fads. You remember rollerblading? Remember that? Everybody had them. We set up cones, we did little tricks, right? One little homophobic joke killed that entire fad. What's the hardest thing about rollerblading? Telling your parents you're gay. Full-grown adults. Dude, I'm not gay. I don't have the cooties. These mean I suck dick. And they just threw them out. They end up in the ocean. They're made out of plastic. They can't biodegrade. They just break down to little cubes. Fish are breathing them in. 6 months later, you're going out, you're getting sushi, you think you're being healthy, you're eating your old rollerblades. All right, I'm out of time. You guys are great. Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Oh, this made me start thinking
You had a Gangnam
I
Style.
did, unfortunately. I don't know why.
Dear.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
Oh, wow.
Shame.
Yeah.
I know. It's awful.
I will say, however, there is one thing I'm grateful to Steve Jobs for. I can't stand Apple or any of the products, if I'm honest. I'm not a fan of them, never have been. Not to say they're not good, just not, I'm not into them. But when it comes to Steve Jobs, the only thing I thank him for is Toy Story.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that man, we wouldn't have Toy Story. Everything else, hands down. And he also digged the Hulk, people that wear Hulk t-shirts. Now, Hulk is my favourite. That's not on. That would be me at Comic-Con wearing a Hulk t-shirt.
Oh, it is my dream to go to Comic-Con. Yeah. But I just love Bill Burr, that he loves pushing it. And he was like, I know it's awkward in here right now. I'm still going to keep going. You know what I mean, though?
I don't get that, though. Oh, came out of nowhere. I don't...
Oh dear God. This is why I can't be a comedian.
Ruined my train of thought. It's gone.
I was just talking about Bill and how he likes to, you know, push it when the room gets uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, he's still a dick though. The uncomfortable shit. I never actually got the uncomfortable stuff. I don't get why anyone would go to a comedy club or any comedy gig and then feel awkward or anything like that. To me, that really doesn't compute.
You get what you pay for.
No, it's just a case of whatever I go. If I went to see Kevin Hart, I'm not going to sit there and believe everything coming out of that man's mouth is gospel truth and it all actually happened. It didn't. It's all complete crap. But it makes you laugh. It's just stories. And again, the same with him. It's just a case of he's going out there and saying things that shouldn't be said for the sake of the fact that it's hilarious.
But again, that's where I say...
Like I said, stereotypes. I love stereotypes.
Oh, I can't be a stereotype. But then again...
I have to accept it. I'm a stereotype. I was an idiot as a kid, and because of it, I'm a brick with bad teeth. It's one of them things. Stereotypes are hilarious.
I can't. Every time when everyone's like, "Oh, let's watch more Bill Burr," like react to more Bill Burr.
I'm always up for that.
I love a little Bill Burr community. It's nice to know that there's other people out there with our sense of humour.
Yeah,
we're not
just,
alone.
Drones that want to complain for the sake of being in the spotlight for 10 minutes.
Yep. But guys, so grateful for our new subscribers. So glad you're here. Here's the 2,000 and keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got 1,000 now. 10,000. That's the next one.
So next big one for us is 10,000. Can't wait to get there. But guys, we're going to leave this video here for today. If you want more Bill Burr and you like this video, then hit that thumbs up button so we know to do more for you guys. If you're new to this channel, then why not subscribe and become part of the family?
Hit the bell.
Hit that bell. Ding dong. Well done for remember that well.
Yeah, I'm a male. I've always got a bell on the mind.
Right guys, we're going to leave it here for today. Till next time.
Toodle pip.